I'm Florian from Venom Trickshots, and today is another Masse tutorials. If you follow this series, the first two Masse shots were pretty alright. I mean, the first machine gun Masse is a pretty standard shot. The straight in line Masse is much more difficult, but this time we're really gonna raise the bar and we're gonna go a very difficult shot. So it's probably one of the best looking shot I created, but also one of the most difficult to make. So we're gonna go ahead and do the setup. It's what I call the satellite Masse. To do that shot, you don't need much. So you're gonna need these two balls here. We're gonna grab a third one here. So we're gonna do a combo. Let's do 3-9 for example. We're gonna put it right in the corner there, just like that. Again, make sure they're kind of touching. I'm gonna tap them a little bit. And the only thing you're gonna try here on these two balls is really try to be, as good as you can. So if any ball would go here, to just touch the 3 to drop the 9, okay? So you don't want to do anything fancy. I usually put the edge of the 9 right by the edge, the cut of the pocket. Now, the harder part is gonna be to make the blocker ball. So all I'm gonna do on the blocker ball is usually I'm gonna start to find my line here, which is the first diamond line to the first diamond line. And then I'm gonna put this ball here, which is second diamond line. So kind of go here, and I'm gonna do one ball right under it. I'm gonna use the 6 ball here. Okay. Once this one is under the line here, I'm gonna double check on that side. Try to make sure it's centered. Okay, so I'll move that 6 ball back here. Checking here, now we're in line both ways. And all I'm gonna do here now is put the 4 ball I originally wanted as a blocker ball right by the 6. Okay, I'm just tapping it in so we keep the spot. When I remove the 6, we don't need that ball. Now the cue ball. So again, remember, every Masse shot, if you can have a clean cue ball, is gonna be a tremendous help. I don't need to put anything on that ball, it's just natural. But make sure it's really clean. On the felt, again, faster felt is gonna be much easier for that shot. And actually for that shot here, it's almost impossible with a normal playing cue. So you really wanna have that Masse cue. Remember, the Masse cue is much heavier. You're gonna be able to put much more spin with the Kevlar and carbon fiber shaft and a slightly bigger tip. I usually start about here, so I'm gonna go 1 diamond, 2 diamond here, and I'm kind of going a little bit up table there. So I would say probably 1 3/4 diamond there, and probably about half a diamond on that side. Now remember, this is kind of like a starting point for me. Depending the days, I'm gonna adjust the cue ball more here or more here. So we're gonna go from here, and I'm gonna put maximum left English, okay? Sometimes I put a touch of topspin too, which would be 9:30, 10 on the clock. But I'm gonna start with probably 9:30, okay? And I'm gonna aim kind of like if I wanted to bank that ball or kick the ball, and I'm probably gonna aim it about here. So right by the diamond usually, maybe past it. Again, depends how the rail reacts. The physics side of the shot here, the ball is gonna slide into the rail, still sliding, and then the ball is gonna take control over, spin's gonna take over, curve around it, and hit the 3 to make the 9 ball. So the only way you can control that shot is to adjust your force. So the harder you hit, the more it's gonna slide, and the softer you hit, the less it's gonna slide. So if you hit too soft, it's gonna go 1 rail, 2 rail, and then it's gonna kind of curve already here. Now if you hit too hard, it's gonna go 1, 2, 3, and then go back too much here, and you're never gonna be able to spin it back. So it's a fine line between, you're gonna have to kind of look for it. Same thing on the shot, I'm gonna use my backhand like this. Remember, you can also do it this way, so just using a little more wrist. Because I'm injured, I can't do it, so I'm just gonna grab the whole cue the normal way. Most of the power, you're gonna go from these 2 or 3 fingers up there. Close bridge as usual. Knee on the table. So I kind of like to put my knee towards my aiming point, so perpendicular to my aiming point. So, if we have the cue here, this is kind of like, a perpendicular angle right here. It's not exactly have to be perfect, but it makes it easier when you put your bridge hand. So knee on the table, Just like that, kind of aiming for your points. Raise the cue, and you're good to go. Just like that. So because I put the balls at the right spots, even though my shot was a little too soft, I hit the rail here, but it still hit the 3 and make the 9. So this is why you gotta make sure you have a combo here, because it's just one ball, it could be very difficult. But really, you know, the shot was perfect. It was exactly what I intended to do. One rail here, one rail here, one rail here. Loses speed, takes spin control, and back here. Thanks for watching. That was a Salat Masse. Stay tuned for more Masse tutorials.